Hello, my name is William Golding, and I have written the story Lord of the Flies. I'm here to give you a brief explanation of my favorite chapter, Chapter 10, The Shell and the Glasses. Well, this chapter is called The Shell and the Glasses because one of the characters, Piggy, his glasses are stolen from him by Jack's tribe, and the boys that are loyal to Ralph lose their source of fire and life, as some may call it. I'd like to start off by talking about the main character, Ralph. He's beaten and bruised, and he came out of the coconut trees limping, dirty, with dead leaves hanging from his shock of yellow hair. One eye was a slit in his puffy cheeks, and a great scab had formed on his right knee. It's on page 155, if you want to reference back. Ralph feels guilty and is slightly delirious because of the night prior to this. And Piggy says, "Ralph, stop laughing like that. Look, there ain't no need, Ralph," on page 156. Piggy is Ralph's right-hand man. Piggy's glasses are stolen away from him by Jack and his tribe. It says, from his, which is Jack's, left hand, dangled Piggy's broken glasses, page 168. This represents the logic and life being stolen away from Ralph, Piggy, and Sam and Eric. Piggy is already down to one lens from his glasses, and he sometimes found that he saw more clearly if he removed his glasses and shifted the one lens to the other eye, page 155. If he were to lose another one, it would lead to his downfall. Jack has become the chief of the new tribe. He is the one who initiates the capture of Piggy's glasses just to make fire for himself and his new tribe. Jack has become more and more savage and even abuses the other boys for no apparent reason. He got angry and made us tie Wilfred up. He's been tied for hours, says one of the boys. The boys in the tribe fear Jack and obey his commands, just as they did with this boy, Wilfred. And instead of calling him Jack, the boys refer to him as the chief, as a sign of power. Another example of his savagery is his savage appearance. The chief was sitting there, naked to the waist, his face blocked out in white and red. Sam and Eric are the very few boys who stay loyal to Ralph. They help him gather logs for fire, and they deny that they were there when Simon was killed, just as Ralph and Piggy deny that they were there also. They say they were very tired and they left early. Some of the memorable events in this chapter are when Ralph and Piggy are discussing what has happened the night before. They're both feeling guilty about Simon, and they both agree that it was not their fault that he was killed. Another memorable event is at Castle Rock, when Jack, the new chief, decides that they need a fire. He tells the other boys that they are going to steal fire from Ralph and the other boys. After this, the scene is the huts by the beach. Ralph and Piggy are worried about the fire, and Piggy reminds Ralph about the importance of the fire. The boys still have hope that someone will come and rescue them. In the same location, the boys fall asleep and they hear something in the night. Roger, Jack, and Maurice ambush their hut and steal Piggy's glasses. The true chief of the savages is now truly realized. Next part we have the symbols. Well, I just stopped. Ralph sat down in the grass facing the chief's seat and the conch. The conch is still by the chief's seat, which represents the power that it still holds to keep the tribe in order. Although it is clear that the conch represents order and power, the glasses symbolize intelligence and logic. However, when Jack and his tribe swipe the glasses away from the boys, it strips them from the power, logic, intelligence, and the little bit of dignity they have left in them. When Jack and his tribe took the glasses, the whole plan was based around making a fire for themselves, which will take fire from the others. The stealing of the fire represents and foreshadows the taking of lives. Because the boys begin to kill one another, they start to realize their true colors as the beast. He came disguised. He may come again, even though we gave him the head of our kill to eat. Jack and his tribe sought to fool themselves into thinking they needed offering for the beast. However, in reality, they themselves are the beast. When their conniving ways take over them, the savagery within themselves stop growing. A savage raised his hand and the chiefs turned a bleak face toward him. Now I know that everybody loves figurative language. Not really, but I'm just going to bore you to bloody death with it. We will start with a simile that is found on page 167, using his clenched fist as a hammer. Next would be a metaphor. Dark figures drew themselves out of the wreckage, also on page 167. An alliteration would be found fingers in his mouth and bit them, 167 also. We got to get out of this. What do you mean? Get rescued. Gives a sort of atmosphere of desperation. And the foreshadowing of Piggy's death, a full effort would send the rock thundering down the neck of land. It's on page 159. And irony is represented. I got mine, yep, said Eric with simple pride, and I hid him in the pills. You should have heard him holler. He won't come back in a hurry either. This is irony because he had hit Ralph in the pills. This is irony. And finally, we are finished. Thank you for listening and have a great day. Cheerio! XOXO! William Golding!